Oh, hello! Didn't see you there. I was just looking for some pictures with the Nokia E90. I wonder how it looks, you know. I bet this was a cool folding phone made by Nokia some time ago. What am I saying? I know I'm being a douche. Now I have it. Actually, I have two of them. It's for every age what I'm looking for. I was looking at like I said, at pictures with other Nokia E90s. So, in this video, I use the phone today. It has a working SIM card in it. I can do calls with it. I actually did. And I also tested the camera. Honestly, I haven't tested games on it. You could put games, but yeah. The only thing that I didn't like about the camera is that you can only use the small screen, or the like this. You can't use the big screen to see what pictures you're taking. They could have made that. I mean, the camera button is right here, and the camera is right here. You could easily use it like this, but I think they thought it would look ridiculous, but I beg to differ. As a disadvantage, I would say that it's the brick form factor. I mean, it's not that much as a disadvantage. It's bricky, but it's not too wide like the smartphones today. Like my Xiaomi phone, well, it has a big display. I enjoy that, but if I put it in my pocket like so, and if I sit, it would literally hit me in the belly, and I have a big belly and I should know about it. This one doesn't hit that hard. The pictures quality are, well, decent for a 3.2 megapixel camera, and the video quality is, well, as any phone from this era. I will show you as well. This is how the phone sounds. The volume is at maximum now. It's stereo, of course. Let's see if it has any settings. Oh, there's some settings. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. Yeah, I close it. It sounds pretty good, in my opinion. Now I want to test it with something else. Now I'm curious to see if I can connect it to my Bluetooth earphones from Skullcandy. I mean, it should work. It worked on my N95. Let me just activate the Bluetooth. It's on. As you can see here, it's on. Now, let me just connect them. Usually it's the left one. Let me listen to it. New pair device. Oh, it found it. I don't remember the password. I'm guessing it's either 1, 2, 3. I'm guessing this isn't the password. I don't remember the password. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, unfortunately I can't connect it to the earphones because it kept asking me for a password, and the headphones doesn't have any password. So I'm turning the Bluetooth off, sadly. I had the, this is the Indie Fuel. I had the Skullcandy Sesh before, and it connected to the N95 8GB. I don't know what this one doesn't want to. Meh. I went to the park today with this phone, took some pictures, walked with it, and oh, the light sensor is doing his job. It lighted up the buttons. And staying on a bench and just navigating like this, some people were turning their heads around, to be honest. I don't like the attention. Yeah. No, I don't like this kind of attention. Please leave, peasant. So it's pretty interesting to stay like this and tap on your phone. Yeah, now let me show you the pictures and the video I got with this phone. This? Neciuplită. And these are the pictures and the videos that I took with this phone. In my opinion, well, it's a brick and it's heavy, but it's acceptably heavy. It's technically a bit heavier than today's smartphones, but you know, it has its unique design. You have to admit that it's a foldable phone from back then, except it wasn't called foldable. It was called a communicator because, you know, communicating, it was mainly used for work. That's why it has these four rubber legs. You just put it on the table like so it won't slip, and you open it and technically it's a laptop. Honestly, I'm sorry I didn't catch this model back when I was younger because, well, it was an expensive phone. When you think about it today, $500, it's usually the, let's say, a very decent smartphone or a good one, but back in the day, $500 had way more value than today. So yeah, it was crazy expensive, but it did its job. I took it today for a spin, like I said, and the camera isn't that bad. You can see the pixels, kind of all the problems, but it's not that bad for a phone from 2007. It's really not that bad. I mean, it doesn't have that advanced software for, let's say, enhancing the picture or the video. The video quality is as it is. I mean, at a distance, but closer, it's not that bad. Yeah. So that's it for today's video. I've used it as a personal phone today, and honestly, if Google haven't deactivated the RSTP and I still could use YouTube on it, it would have been awesome. You can use Facebook, but it's annoying because, well, let's say you go to a picture and you click it. It opens another page with the pictures where you have the buttons like, comment, share, and when you press comments, it opens another window where you have to type the comment. It's a lot of work to do, and it's not worth it, unfortunately. But if they continue making apps for them, they can make it easier. But it is what it is. It's obsolete, and they had to go to newer phones. Even so, as a phone, it still does its job. You can call, you can text message. Yeah, you can set at the enhancement. If you have enhancement, that means headphones with a microphone. It has that smaller audio jack. It's not the 3.5mm, it's the smaller one. And if it has a microphone, you can set it to auto respond. It rings twice, then it auto responds. If you can't use your hands, you know, that was pretty good. And it also has an option to automatically call again. If you call someone and the person isn't responding or it hang up, the phone in a few seconds will call him again for you, so you don't have to do that. I mean, it was pretty well made. I mean, the engineers who designed it think things through. Symbian was pretty good. I mean, yeah. The only problem is because they made it to not be compatible anymore with today's internet. That's the only problem. And they stopped developing apps for it. Also, it is a bit sluggish. I mean, it's a smartphone from 2007. Some of us even had Windows XP back then and didn't update it to Vista. And you know how it is to click an app and wait for it. This is kind of the same thing. Windows Phone, Pocket PCs and everything, that was the pace, that was their speed. Like, it's like comparing it to the first iPhone or the first Android phone. You had to wait a while after you pressed an app. I made a video comparing the Nokia E7 to the Samsung Galaxy S3 Mini. It was a similar speed. In some cases the E7 was a bit faster at opening apps. Well, I'm not living in the past, but I'm just a bit annoyed that they killed an operating system for nothing, just because fashion changes. Well, that's it for this video. What are your thoughts about the Nokia E90 and all the other Symbian devices? Did you have one? How was it when you had it? Were you satisfied with it? I sure was satisfied by my N73. I mean, yeah, I know you had to wait a while, etc, but other than that, it did its job, it served me very well when I was in high school, and I don't regret having it. The only regret that I have with the N73 that it didn't have Wi-Fi. But back in the day we had an options on Orange and Vodafone. For $5 you get unlimited internet, and I activated that and it was pretty fine. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't, just click this, please. Subscribe if you enjoyed it, it really helps me a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. If you have other phones that you want me to test them daily, or you want me to do a review about, leave it in the comment. If I have the specified Nokia model, I will do it, but only Nokia phones, because that's what I collect. And I wish you a very awesome day, just like yourselves. Bye!